be explaining how to draw the structural formulas for 4 different alkanes. The first one is 2233 tetramethylpentane, and the first step you're going to want to do is to look at the base, the backbone, which is pentane. So that's telling you how many carbons are in your carbon backbone. Pent, the root pent means 5. So I have 5 carbons to start with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I apologize right now if any of these turn out looking like garbage. It is really hard to draw with this thing. I really hate it, but it's good for organic chemistry. So that's my carbon backbone. And I'm going to look at what's connected to this carbon chain. So I have tetramethylpentane. Tetra means 4, and methyl, so I have 4 methyl groups. And methyl derives from methane, which is 1 carbon. So methyl is just 1 carbon and 3 hydrogens connected to the chain. So my numbers here tell me what carbon, where the methyls are on my carbon chain. So 2, 2. I have 2 methyls on my second carbon, and 3, 3. I have 2 methyls on my third carbon. So I'll draw them out here. Then I'll add my hydrogens. And now to finish it, all I have to do is add hydrogens to all of the unbonded carbons here. So H. So just filling in hydrogens on carbons 1, 4, and 5. And that's it for this alkane. That's how you draw the one for A. We have pentane, our backbone, and 4 methyl is connected to it on the second and the third carbon. So for B, first we look at our root, butane. Our backbone has 4 carbons because but means 4. And dimethyl, so I have 2 methyl groups, 1 on my second carbon and 1 on my third carbon. So 1 and 2. And all I do is I fill in my hydrogens. Very long process to fill them in. And that's it. That's it for B. For C, I look at what my base is, heptane. Hept, the root, means 6. So my carbon chain is going to have 6 carbons. 5, 6, and I'll number them. 2, 3. So now I have tetra, 4 methyl groups. 1 on my third carbon, 2 on my fourth carbon, and 1 on my fifth carbon. So 1. This one gets 2. And this one gets 1. And I don't want to draw my hydrogens, so you can just imagine these dots are the hydrogens, because it's just such a long process. So there's all my hydrogens. There's just a methyl group connected to the third, 2 connected to the fourth, and 1 connected to the fifth. And that's how I draw the structural formula for C. So now for D, the last one. I look at my root, heptane, so I have 6 carbons. 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I'm going to look at what's connected to that backbone. So I have 2 methyl groups, di means 2 methyls, 1 on my third and 1 on my fourth. So each. Now I also have an ethyl group on my fourth carbon, and ethyl derives from ethane. So I have an ethyl group that's on my fourth carbon here. So it also has C. Okay, and to finish it, all I have to do is fill in my hydrogens connected to my unbonded carbon. And I'm done. That's the structural formula for all four of my alkanes. All you have to do is just look at what your root is, draw your carbon backbone, look at what's connected to it, and look at where it's connected. And once you draw them, you just fill in your hydrogens, and that's how you draw the structural formulas for alkanes.